We'll see. It takes a few minutes for people to show up. What are we going to talk about?
I have no idea.
Good evening, everybody. As you see, her flight finally made it into Winnipeg. I guess we should be staring at the camera, right? But I like to look at the comments and stuff. You don't have to look at the comments. Everybody, this is Sharon. Sharon's from Oakland, California. So that's pretty exciting. And she said the weather's almost the same in California where she's from right now, right?
Right now, yeah.
So today we were out at the park and we did...
What did we do? Oh, we went to the flower garden.
Oh, and we went to the Nanton Estate too, the abandoned carriage house.
Right.
And yesterday we went to St. Peter's Church, and there was an abandoned log house behind the church. Remember that? Was that yesterday? That was the day before yesterday. I think yesterday we took a break, right? Was yesterday house day? Oh, we went to the mall. We went to the grocery store so you could get some bananas. That's what we did. Okay, say hello. We got 4 people. Let's say hi when you come in. Oh, Linda's here. Sharon's here. You can see she finally made it. So we're on day number what?
3?
3? Day number 3 now from her visit.
Is it Wednesday?
Yes, today's Wednesday.
Yeah. I got here late Sunday night. So.
And she's here till the 23rd. So we've already got 2 abandons in. We got Assiniboine Park done and the English Gardens and all those beautiful statues.
Right.
We went for a drive downtown. We went for a country drive day before yesterday. We went out to the country.
Taking lots of pictures.
How are you doing tonight, Linda? Say hi as you come in. What were you doing today? We were all waiting for you the other night. I did my live anyway on Sunday because I told everybody on Sunday that we were going to go live, right?
Yeah, I traveled standby, so they wouldn't let me on. The plane was full, so I had to wait till the next one. And then because of that, I missed my connecting flight and had to sit around in Denver for 6.5 hours.
6.5 hours? You were in that airport for 6.5 in the airport, or did you go off the airport?
In the airport, yeah.
So what do? Play on the computer? Wi-Fi? They would have Wi-Fi for you, wouldn't they?
I played on it a little bit, yeah. It wasn't too bad, though.
Yeah. I don't like wasting my time like that. It would drive me crazy to sit in an airport for 6 hours. I would have to have.
Well, I didn't have a choice.
I guess I would watch videos like the whole time. I would sit and I would watch videos, I guess.
I checked my email. I had a lot of it backed up, so.
We have had some heavy duty talks too. Holy cow. And we talk over each other. Which is good because I'm trying to learn to be a better listener, right? Because I talk over people all the time, right? When people are talking, because I get overexcited and I want to talk. But lately I find like I'm becoming a little bit more calmer and just listening. But
an exuberant, ebullient thinker, and you just bubble over. Think of it that way.
Yeah, usually what it is with me is I think I'm going to forget what's on my mind, right? So it's not overexcited to get it out, but I am excited to get it out only for the fact that I'm afraid I'm going to forget, right?
Right.
Instantly, because I tend to forget if it's important. Because you'll see lots of times when I go live, I'll go, oh, what was I just talking about? Oh, I just lost my train of thought. Let's go on to something else, right? She was saying when I do my lives that it's like I don't take a breath. I can just like keep the lives going, right? And I said sometimes I can even forget that my audience is out there, and then I look at the comments, and then I see they're talking just as fast as I am, right? Yeah. So what's Linda got to say?
She's looking at your other channels.
Oh, thank you, Linda. Yeah, so she's been watching, like, because I was posting our like me waiting for you and all that stuff on my Instagram posts and stuff. Yeah, so a lot of those photos and stuff are from me and Sharon being out in the countryside, right? So yeah, we've been taking. Oh, she's taking 10 times more pictures than I am. I'm just doing the trees.
I've had 400 pictures and a 2-minute movie. 2-minute video.
It's like a film. She just keeps that on the button the whole time. It's like she finds everything interesting. But that garden was really nice today, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
And it smelled so wonderful. Like I couldn't believe it was so colorful still, especially now that it's starting to get cold. By the time we left, like it's about to rain tonight. I think we might even get some good storms. We're going out on a drive tomorrow, everybody. I'm going to take Sharon. We're going to go down to the train station tomorrow.
Yeah,
So-
making her take me to all the places that I've seen in her videos.
We might even go to the fort. Oh, awesome. Isn't she pretty? And she's not even wearing any makeup either, right? Yeah, she's so pretty too. And actually, I was watching a video. She showed me a video today where she was, is that okay? Did I say that you're a tap dance? She's a tap dancer, everybody. She tap dances. And she does what, ballet? And
When I was a kid, I did all that. But as far as an adult, I have tap danced as an adult, but the other dancing stuff was when I was a youngster.
yeah, so I thought that was pretty neat. I didn't know that about her. Was I like the same person that you expected me to be when you?
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
There wasn't. Well, there were a couple of traits that you didn't find out until I got here, but other than that, I think.
Well, secret things that you don't know until someone tells you. Yeah.
Right. Just because like my sisters and stuff, right? Like, because they're private people, but yeah, it was kind of neat, right? Like, because we were really, really comfortable. Oh, Andrew's here. See, Andrew's here.
Hi, Andrew.
Yeah, Sharon finally got in, and she wasn't in customs very long, right? Like
Custody.
An hour?
Custody. It wasn't very long at all, really.
No?
They didn't even.
and the police actually
go through my
had
bags.
Yeah, and the police. Oh, they didn't go through your
No,
bag, really?
No, they just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get sick and not be able to pay my doctor bill. That was their main concern. And once they got over that worry, then they were just like,
No, like they got it.
fun.
Well, if you got hurt and ended up in the hospital, you would have to worry about the bill, wouldn't you? Yeah. So it was really nice, and the police came out and just, I just told her, we're just the first time visiting, first time meeting. We've known each other for a few years now, so I wonder who's next to come out and visit. Wouldn't that be exciting, every once in a while that one of my subscribers can come out and have a little vacation. I'm wearing one of my boyfriend's shirts. Look how big it is on me. Holy moly. I look like a lumberjack.
Lori? Hi, Lori.
Oh, Lori love. Awesome.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you so much for saying so. Blessings to you tonight for sure. For the whole month and for the whole year. And that goes off to everybody for sure. Yeah, amazing. Oh, that was lovely of you to stop to say that.
It's so strange to have this the other end of the tunnel view perspective.
Oh,
'Cause
right.
I'm usually watching you
From the other
my bedroom.
Yeah, and now you're actually on my live. I think
you're reading my comments.
I think you're actually my first guest on my lives. I think you are.
You're my first visit. You're my first visit. So.
The first time being a YouTube superstar. We were going to go out tomorrow. We were going to pick up another subscriber of mine. She lives in a small town just east of Winnipeg. It'd take about an hour to drive out there. But I've been meaning to go see her forever. And I thought, well, with Sharon here, it would be a great opportunity, Sharon, for us to get out there and go for a drive. But her husband had a surprise vacation planned for her. And when he found out that she was coming off with us, they had to fess up and tell her. So we ruined the surprise that she was getting. But it's much better that she gets to, Jennifer's here too.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. So it's much better because everybody needs a vacation once in a while.
We're still gonna go. We just don't get to meet her.
And I was all worried because I have like a morning routine when like every day I start my day at like 7:00 in the morning, and I have this like 3-hour routine booked in, right? And it's really good because she crawls out of bed right when I finish. I've already got 3 hours into my day.
It's 2 hours earlier where I live, so I wake up thinking it's like 9 o'clock and it's 11, or I'm thinking it's 7 o'clock and it's 9.
And that's exactly what it is. So that when So you might as well keep that schedule. I'm talking her into because then I can
Might
get
as
my
well.
studying in, and she can when she gets home, she can be back to getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, right?
When if I set the alarm and actually pay heed to it and don't turn it off and roll over, then it'll work.
It's funny because I don't even have a clock in the living room, and usually I use my phone, but I've been forgetting to plug it in, right, at night, so I got no power in it. But I'm waking up like 10 minutes to 7. I'm up. I don't even need an alarm anymore. It just happens naturally. But I always like to have the alarm set just in case. You never know, like you wake up and then you fall back to sleep and then you miss the time that you're supposed to get up if I had to go to work or anything. Yeah, so what's everybody up to tonight? What are you up to, Jennifer? What were you up to, Andrew, today? Yeah, let me know. Say hi when you come in. Yeah, so how many miles is California?
Oh, I don't know. How many miles?
Because you left at 6 o'clock in the morning. You didn't get here until, well, we didn't get back to the apartment until 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night.
Maybe 1,500?
Yeah, there was.
Because going from where I was born in West Virginia to where I live in Oakland is about 2,500. So it's probably
Okay.
about 1,500.
Okay, so maybe about the same distance from here to Toronto as it is from here to.
It didn't seem
to
that long
Oakland.
though.
Yeah, but it seems further to me. California seems so much further.
Because it was broken up between 2 flights, so it seemed shorter to me.
We can just do it this way.
Ask the machine. The machine knows.
Yeah. Hey Google, how many miles from Winnipeg, Manitoba to Oakland, California? How many miles?
How close was I?
1,880. Oh wow, you were really close. Yeah, you
Only 380 miles off. No.
Yeah, that was really close.
So it's further than
Yeah, and it's
Hi,
closer
Owen.
than I thought. Oh, it's here too. See, everybody's coming in.
And William. Hi, William.
Oh, and William's here too. Did you get my text earlier today, Owen? I texted you. That was nice that you stopped by this morning to say hi to me.
That was William, wasn't it?
Yeah, William. William, yeah, he texted me this morning. You should text me, William, and we can have a chit chat. Yeah, I've been looking forward to actually having a chit chat with you. And if you do FaceTime, right? I do Zoom, and I have Google Hangouts, and I have I have lots of them. Oh yeah, I could do it Facebook or anything. Yeah, we can have a chit chat. See all my notification. Oh, Nugget Noggin just got a notification. I haven't watched Nugget Noggin. Oh, and Trisha Paytas, she's one of my favorites. I love Trisha.
Which movie was it, Jennifer?
What movie is she talking about?
An Edward G. Robinson movie from 1929. She said she watched today.
Oh, okay. Oh, an old black and white movie it would have been too, right? 1929. I love the old black and white movies. Oh, well, Owen, I would love to have a chit chat with you, Owen. Yeah. So contact me through my business email, right? And then that way I have your email, and that way I'll just contact you. We can do a FaceTime. Oh yeah, you're saying hi to Sharon. Yeah. Oh, and Nancy, I'm not sure if Nancy will make it in tonight because she didn't stay for the whole life, because remember she was at the state fair.
Oh, okay.
In Seattle, right? She was in the state fair, so she wouldn't have known that we were going to go live tonight. But because we missed Sharon on Sunday, I said that maybe that we would go live. We would go live on Wednesday just so that because everybody was looking forward to seeing you on Sunday night. Yeah, it was a short one. It was only half an hour, 40 minutes long. Oh, I am just.
Well, you gave me 10-minute warning, so that
look at my clothes. They're so big. Yeah, I'm turning into a skinny. It makes me excited, I'm turning into a skinny mini. I made tea tonight. I've been just drinking too much coffee, and I'll probably pick one up later when I go for a walk for my sister. Yeah. So what was people doing tonight at work this morning? Errands. We went to an English garden this afternoon, Andrew. We actually just got back from it. It was so beautiful. It was starting to get cold too, and there was like even plants and stuff that were just flowering like just now was starting to flower. It was beautiful. I just love the smell. It smelled like perfume.
When we branched off for a while, I told you I was taking pictures of birds.
I lost her and I was going, Sharon, like I'm a little toddler calling her off, right?
There were actually birds that were flying up to me and posing on a tree stump. And I would take their picture and then they would fly back into the tree.
Oh,
I thought that was
so
really
you got
interesting.
close-ups of the birds?
I did.
Oh.
They flew to me, let me take a picture, and then flew away.
Oh,
Which-
that was nice.
That's never happened before. That was really cool.
Oh, I'd like to see. Send me that picture on my phone. We've been taking lots of pictures, but she's taking way more than me. But she sent me some of the pictures, some really nice ones yesterday. Yeah, I thought there was one really, really
I'm
nice
the
one.
shutterbug, and you're the videographer.
I was getting some nice shots too, but yeah, we got some really, really nice ones yesterday. Oh, look at all the foliage and plants and stuff that we did. I just want to show everybody that one picture that I got of you yesterday. Oh, all those mushrooms and everything. Oh, where is that?
Yeah.
Was it that one?
With the clouds? Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah. I don't know how close we can get at that one. That was at one of the abandons we went exploring at yesterday. And yeah, if you check my Instagram, there were lots of beautiful, beautiful landscape photographs and everything. And yeah, it was really awesome. Yeah, I got lots of great photos.
Oh, Andrew, if I was there, I wouldn't be able to. I would get so many books that I'd get evicted.
Oh yeah, Andrew's an avid reader. He reads a lot.
I have more books than I have shelves for.
Andrew sent me those two books up at the top shelf, the Jenna and the one next to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he sent those up to me. And I sent him a book all about Manitoba. Oh no, parks. I did in Parks Canada, all the Canadian parks that I did. But Owen, yes, for sure. Get a hold of me, Owen. Yes, and William, like anybody out there, get a hold of me. And we can have a chit-chat. Look at this one I got. Oh, I can't really see it, can you? It was a tree and it had great big, what do you call those things? Funguses, big funguses.
Oh, yeah.
Took up the whole tree, like they were like 2 feet big, and then there was like, she said there was a burrow underneath one, like a rabbit hole or something. The rabbits were living underneath the great big funguses. Yeah. So our plan for the next couple of weeks, we're gonna go swimming. We have a big, huge competitive swimming pool, like the Pan Am Games were here, and they made a great big pool, and they have free swimming night. So me and Sharon are going to go to free swimming night. And then tomorrow we're going to go for a country drive, and we're going to go down to the train station. We might even go to the fort tomorrow so she can do the, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Go for a forest walk? Right? Go for a forest. Maybe we could find some wildlife. And then maybe go down some back roads. Maybe we could see some wolves or moose or something. That would be cool, wouldn't
I got a bunny picture today.
it? She gets all excited about our squirrels. Our squirrels are like the size of cats. They're just huge, these squirrels.
Fat, puffy, gray.
Yeah, they're huge. They're like the size of cats. Yeah.
So I got a squirrel, a bunny,
And the bird.
a cat, and some birds and some bees.
Oh, right. Yeah, there were some huge. Oh, right. And we went for a walk around the gated area. I went live last year one time down in a gated area, and I went down there.
I wanted to see how the other half live.
Mm.
Or the other 1%, I guess it would be. But beautiful houses.
Oh, Andrew wants to stop by. Yeah, I think you're a little bit too far for us, Andrew. But yeah, you know what?
Where does he live?
Andrew is in Bloomingdale, Indiana. Andrew is from.
Yeah, that's a walk.
Yeah. Yeah. Andrew, what about that abandoned house that you had on the corner across the street from you? We were having those conversations. Whatever became of that house and that plaque that you found there? Yeah, we never finished that conversation. Yeah, I'm not sure if the Instagram pictures of Sharon and stuff, but yeah, William, I'll send you some pictures tonight. Well, I could probably send those to you right now because I still have your texts, right? And then I can just send them to you if I can find them here. I don't know. I think you messaged me through Messenger, I think. I'm not sure. But I'll find that William, and I'll send you some pictures tonight of me and Sharon. Yeah, if you're in my mail, like if I have your address, like I know I've got Andrew, I know I have Owen, I know I have Nancy, I know I have William. I've got a lot of you. Like anytime that you want any of my adventure pictures, or if you just like want me to forward anything that I don't normally post online, I'm happy to do it. Just let me know, and I'm happy to, include you when I'm uploading all my photos and stuff, right? But yeah, I've been posting some of the landscapes that I took yesterday. I got a lot of nice pictures yesterday. Oh, really nice. Lots of old flowers that are like starting to die back and stuff. And I got lots of flower pictures, like lots of flower pictures that I got today. It's so I'm pretty excited about going over all those, but I didn't get any trees today. That was the one little tree that's all hidden with months of flowers.
New Jersey.
But, yeah, I take. Who's from New Jersey?
Long time since I've been to New Jersey.
William's in New Jersey. I was looking at your Instagram. I liked the white suit that you were wearing. Was that your granddaughter or was that your daughter, William? Who was the little girl in the picture with you with the white suit? Yeah, I looked at that and I went, oh, is that his daughter? Is that his granddaughter? And yeah, I didn't know. Oh, limestone plaque. Okay. Okay, so it's still there, that house then. Yeah, but I was in your site there. Yeah, and your church. So you're a really religious person? Because I had to ask Sharon because I'm not familiar with that denomination. Remember I said he was
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. Yeah.
So was my grandparents, my adoptive mom's parents. My grandpa was a Pentecostal missionary sharecropper preacher in Mississippi.
And they're like gospel?
Yeah.
Pentecostals is like gospel?
Fundamentalist Christian. Yeah.
So are they the ones that do the baptisms in the river?
That's they do baptize. But there's also Baptist. There's so many.
So Baptist is its own religion also, right then?
There are many denominations.
Yeah,
of Christianity, yeah.
But
I have, they've passed now, but I had a bunch of uncles that were preachers too. So my mom was the black sheep preacher's daughter who was always getting in trouble when she was a kid.
We had a lot of, going back in my family line, there's a lot of bishops and archbishops and stuff like that in our family. So I don't know how those religious people, how we survive, like, because can they have babies? I don't know. But but there's a lot of religious people, like a lot of bishops and archbishops. My sister has,
I know what you mean now.
My sister has our family tree, and our family tree goes all the way back to the 14th century, which would have been 13 something, right?
Right.
So yeah, my sister has that. We had a big sheet that was like took up a big spot on the wall. It was like 6 feet squared, but it also came with a little one. But we lost the big one, and all we have is the little one left. But it still has all the names and a little bit of history of everybody. And I have one of my dad's family, but it only goes back to the
Protestant
early 800s. Oh, Quaker! They make good furniture. The Quakers. The Quakers are like Hutterites and Mennonites and Amish, right? Amish.
I think.
Amish. But Quakers, they're the ones that wear the bonnets, right? Quakers, the ladies wear the bonnets.
There's
Are they Dutch?
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Oh,
Mormon.
Oh,
Mennonite.
see?
So many.
Yeah, like religions. And I was telling Sharon, this week when she came in, we got into a little bit of discussion about the religion and stuff. And I just said, like, I couldn't believe being online because now I've taken
Amish.
okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Amish?
That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't come up with the word.
Yeah, here in Manitoba, we have lots of Mennonites. Yeah, their farms are huge. I've gotten lost on a Mennonite farm a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
They are so huge. They take up thousands and thousands of acres, right? And they have schools and everything there. But they're so nice, right? Because what will happen is you get lost and they know you're lost in there, right? Because they build their own roads.
They're self-sufficient.
Then somebody will drive
community.
out and then they just expect you to follow them and they'll get you to the main road so you can get out of the colony, right? Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's their community, right? Because and people act because they make their own roads in there, right? And the roads are so good that you can't even tell that you're going into the colony, right? Because they're just farm fields, so it just looks like you're going down a dirt road, right? And then next thing you know, you see the children on the side of the roads and stuff, and then that's when you know that you're in the colonies, right? Yeah.
Took a left.
And then you can figure out, how do I get out of here? Because you don't want to bother them, right? Because they because they have a word. They call us the English. Is that what they call us, the English? I think so. So they have their own customers. Well, no, but they have their own customs. So you try not to interview just out of respect, right? Because again, it takes all kinds to make the world.
That's true.
Yeah. $1903, like the same building, William? 1903, that would be old, eh? 1903.
The House of God, is that the same as the Church of God? Or is that just the name of your specific
I think that was that
house of worship?
Pentecostal church? Is that Pentecostal, William? Yeah, see, I'm new to religion. I'm just starting to learn about the different religions now. Like, I really basically, like you hear about them, but I never really studied them. Like, I really never really studied. Religion and politics was never anything really I was ever interested in, right?
We went to one the day before yesterday. What was it? St. Peter's
St. Peter's Church, 1953. It was actually, the original one, I think, was 1832, I think. But it was actually a church that was brought in by the Jesuits, maybe. But maybe the Jesuits? I don't know. But they used to come and they used to teach the teachings to the Aboriginals and the Indigenous people that lived in the area, right? And then when the church burned down, they built a new one. But it was really neat because there were stairs leading right down to the river, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I could upload.
Hi, Aaron. Hello.
And Aaron, your husband here too? That was nice that your husband came in to visit us last week for the first time. He seemed absolutely lovely too. And he sounded like a talker. He sounds like he talks more than you do, Aaron.
Boy Scouts
Oh,
and monks.
see? Aaron's husband is a pastor.
Oh, okay.
What's a doctor in divinity? Is that another name for
That's
a pastor?
He has a doctorate degree in theology, in the study of
So
religion, world religions, perhaps.
So he maybe went to a Bible college or something? Or would you would study that in regular university?
They have full doctorate degree universities in just religious studies. Yeah.
Religious studies. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't very good in school. I would probably go into the history. I would, if I had to go to school, there would be no question I'd be going into archaeology. Even though I know I would never reach that goal, I would be dead by the time I got my degrees and they decided that I wouldn't even be able to walk anymore. That would be me in the desert in my wheelchair in the desert trying to go somewhere and dig something up.
I was just reading this morning about a woman that 93-year-old woman. I think the University of, I don't know if it's called the University of Georgia, but I think it was in Georgia, in the state of Georgia. 93 years old. She just got her
Really?
Bachelor of Arts degree.
I like hearing stories like that, and that's what it is. Life is for living, right?
I just got my degrees 4 years ago, and I'm 56. So
isn't that neat? And Cindy's got.
I had a kid in high school when I went back to school.
Oh, wow.
It took me a long time to
see, but isn't that exactly true? Like what I'm talking about? Like, if you want to do it, like just go ahead and just do it, right?
I wasn't ready to do it when I was younger. I had some living to do. I had some mistakes to make before I was ready to, actually buckle down.
Yeah, we all
like
made
your parents tell you, buckle down and do the work.
We all made our fair share of mistakes. Yeah.
I went to the School of Hard Knocks before I went to Cal State. So
with me, I just wanted to have fun. I was always camping. I was always outside. I was always
Indiana Cindy.
What?
Andrew's gonna call you Indiana Cindy.
Indiana Cindy. That's funny. Yeah, you should have seen us like just going out in the bush. We just keep losing each other because she's like kind of like the same with me. She gets distracted like I get distracted.
But we always come back together.
I was yelling for you. I must have been so far away from you.
I answered you. I waved at you.
The one time. That was one time.
And then I went out the back exit and I thought it was the front.
Oh.
And then I said, no, this can't be right. So I came back and then that's how I found you, because I retraced my steps.
Sure, beautiful.
Or I would still be roaming around the garden looking for a way home.
We're going to go to the zoo. I think maybe next week we'll go actually to the zoo. I'm sure you have a zoo in Oakland, eh? Do you have a zoo in Oakland?
We have an Oakland Zoo. There's a San Francisco Zoo. And I haven't been there since I was in school because I did a anthropology paper on squirrel monkeys of all. And so I spent the week just observing squirrel monkeys and taking.
That's what everybody used to say about me, that I was a squirrel monkey, because
really
you could just set me off and I would just. Yeah. And then you have to call me back, and then sometimes I wouldn't listen because I'd be having so much fun and I'd be just going all over. Yeah, I was a squirrel. I climbed.
But you can't curl your tail around your body and keep yourself warm.
No. Yeah.
It's true, Andrew. It's so true.
What's that?
About it takes a while to appreciate the education, learning, to even. Well, some people are just born with that, and other people, have other lessons to learn before they're ready to go a collegiate route in life.
I learned.
And some people never do. They get their knowledge in other avenues. Everybody learns different.
I learn online because
nowadays there's no reason you can't learn.
Oh,
because you can pick up, anything you want.
Anything, diplomas, anything. What I'm learning now, I couldn't even think how much money, because not only that, I was doing one thing, and it's like switching right in the middle of midterm in your fourth year and taking courses on something totally different, right? So that's what I've done, right? Because I pivoted. Like I pivoted pretty hard, like from one way or another. And I think I always thought I would probably, and it would have to happen because eventually I was going to get too old to get out in the bush like that anyway. So I would have to have something on the side, if I wanted to continue in media. I would have to be able to be capable of doing other things in media in order to stay in it, right? So, but But yeah, I love mindset just as much as I love being at the outdoors, right? So yeah, so I don't deny myself anything. So at first I was trying to do both. Now I do a little bit of one, and I'm trying to concentrate hard on the other, right? So who else is here?
I was reading William's the history of his church.
Who's Saint Mary Magdalena?
Saint Mary Magdalena Tate.
I have no idea who she is. Is that one of the girls that saw the miracles?
Catholic saint?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know that history.
But in the last days, so it was a saint that was alive in the early 1900s, right?
Last days of the apostles? I don't know.
Oh,
last days of
Last days by Saint Mary.
We're showing our theological
Yeah, I'm lost.
gaps
When
here.
it comes to religion, I'm totally lost. You want to go a little bit on spirituality, but even then, yeah, I don't know very much. Yeah, I'm more part of the entrepreneurship. Like with me, it's like getting people out of the. We were talking about this morning because she's so all about the world, saving the world, and she does activist work, like everybody. She does amazing things for the world, and yet you do, and you care so much. Like it's amazing that,
I do my part, and I feel that there's power in numbers, and you might not be able to make any large change for good alone, but if there's enough people with that same thought and that same goal,
isn't that amazing?
And you join forces, then your voice is louder,
and it's a stronger message,
and they can't help but hear you when you yell for change.
So then I was thinking, like I don't have that, and I should have that, because I care so much about the people. But yeah, maybe I wasn't meant to be like a save the world person, but more save the people person. You know what I mean? Like I go for the heart, right? So I guess I'm looking more out for, like, I love the world too, but I don't have a world besides that plastic that I don't like plastic. But I'm not fanatic about I gotta stop the plastic from happening, but I am a little bit fanatic about people finding some happiness and some peace of mind. So maybe I was meant to be more on the emotional, human part of saving the world. Woo! I figured that out all by myself. What's love the Maxine? What's that?
Oh, Andrew said, "Do the good you have the power to do." It's a saying. It's a
do
maxim.
the good you have the power to do. Right. Exactly true, Andrew.
And we're all given some sort of gift that is ours alone, and the key is to be aware of it. It's not good enough to just have that gift. You have to use it. You have to share it with the world, or it doesn't. It just sits fallow, So that's the thing. So everybody has their own.
And if you use your gift, like she said, everybody's got a gift, right? Like everybody is, and I hear this all the time from my teachers, right? Because they always say that that if you have the ability, you have the responsibility, right? But if you use your gifts for good, gifts for good, then I'm sure there are rewards that go along with that, whether if you're doing it for good for whoever you're doing it good for, or, that there would be some kind of rebound in that, right?
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, it's what you give is what you get, right? So again, yeah, that's funny that you said that, because I hear that all the time. Yeah, but then there are people out there that are multi-talented, right? Like they're like Oprah. She does lots of different things, right? Like she's a great speaker, great motivator. She connects with. What are you laughing at? Somebody
the
said something
song.
funny.
One thing I know, everybody's got a seed to sow.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember this. Is it a woman, a man, pop, rock, classical? What is it, Andrew?
Oh, he doesn't remember the name. Maybe somebody will recognize the frame underneath there.
Sounds.
What's Erin doing
R&B.
tonight? Did Erin say what she was doing this evening?
I think she did.
And her husband can marry people? I don't know. Would you get married again?
I've never been
Oh,
married.
you've never been married.
No, I'm not.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. No, I haven't.
Would you live with somebody?
Yes, I have. And
But would you do it again, like now when you're at this point in your life, if you met somebody?
perhaps.
I don't know. I don't really think about that. I think because I'm so focused on what I need to do, right? That
I wouldn't do it when I had the chance. So I don't know. I think I'm too independent. I'm not ruling out any type of serious relationship with someone in my life in the future, but I really don't know. I have to be someone very special that I want to spend the rest of my life with before I would commit to bringing I used to have this belief when I was younger. It was like that it was just bringing you could love someone and be committed without a license or a ring because it was just bringing the government into your relationship. And that was when I was, a teenager.
she's so political.
When I was in my 20s, that's what I thought. And
she
now
loves politics.
Now I understand the spiritual aspect of binding with rings and a ceremony and things like that. So it's not just a piece of paper that gives you the joint tax return or whatever. So there's more to it. So and that's just something I learned. It took me a long time, but
I don't think I would get married again.
I haven't gotten married yet. Like I said, I've got a 32-year-old son. 33. Oh God, he's gonna kill me.
He's lovely too.
And I didn't marry his wife.
We didn't
so
even
why
get
would
the
I marry someone else's?
opportunity to tell him that we were going live today. Did you? No. Oh, he would have watched us live. But he can watch it afterwards. You can email him.
He's probably on his way to work right now.
But you can email him and tell him on his lunch break to watch our live show.
He'll just laugh at me. Silly mom.
Yeah. Relationship wouldn't work for me because that person would have to be just as excited as I am about, and you see how excited I am about what I do, right?
Right.
That person would have to be equally as excited about what I do and I wouldn't be around because I plan not to be around. I plan on doing lots and lots of traveling at some point. So yeah, relationships, my younger years, I might have been, after I separated from my husband, I might have considered, a relationship again. But yeah, I don't think there are many guys out there that would be compatible to me. I would just chew them up and spit them out.
Well, I have a passport now, so they have to catch me first.
Oh right, yeah, she's going to Scotland. Is her next
Going
trip?
to Cornwall.
That's in Scotland.
No, it's in the British Isles. It is actually along the west coast of England.
Right, but then you're just going to travel.
I'm going to
north,
go
right?
up the west coast through Wales, and I'm going the Isle of Man and Scotland and Ireland and even to Shetland and all those little tiny islands up there, and hopefully I'll live long enough to manifest all that into reality.
When I was a teenager, I had a big map that covered the whole wall. had a whole wall map of Scotland, and that was my dream trip, right? I
Yeah.
had pegs and little tacks all over it, and yeah, I never did. I never went over. I've never been overseas.
I've never been off the continent.
Yeah, this is her first time.
I still haven't been off the continent.
Yeah, but this is first time into Canada.
It's my first time out of the country. Yeah.
Oh, you never went to Mexico even?
No, that's still on the continent though.
Have you ever been to Hawaii? Oh wait, Hawaii's part of the States.
But it's not on the continent. If I would have went to Hawaii, I would actually be off. But no, this is the first time I've ever been anywhere that's not in the United States.
And how's it been so far? Okay.
It's as everything here is as nice as it looks like on your videos. It's so clean and green.
That's what she said, how clean it was.
Clean and green, and that's right up my alley. So.
All the trees and yeah.
And the people are nice, and it's even on their license plates.
Friendly Manitoba.
So that's mandatory.
It is. Manitobans are amazing. They are such an amazing people. Yeah.
Scroll down, see if anything's happening.
What? Oh, am I not in the comments? Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. We're missing your comments. Here we go. Okay.
Contemporary Christian singer. Okay.
Okay.
We're only about 20 minutes behind here.
Michael W. Smith. Okay.
Rebecca Elizabeth Griffin. Aw. Oh, the saint.
Wow, William's mother lived to be 94. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what you can expect to live till William. And he's shaking his head, I'm sure, going, oh my God, please, no. Yeah, you get to live. So yeah, start making some plans for some fun stuff. You've got another 40 years coming up.
I think of age as like gray hair as something you've earned. And it's not something to cover or to hide or be ashamed of, just like your wrinkles and everything else that comes with it. That means you managed to survive long enough they're not necessarily battle scars, but they're things you should be proud of. So yeah, I hope I live to be 92 and have my faculties about me.
Owen's mom too. Like, that's the way it's going to be. Like, if you think about it, and you're 40 years old now, you can pretty much say, like, oh my God, I'm halfway there, right?
Yeah, that really is a labor of love, though, to be the caregiver.
Oh, Owen's taking care of his mom. Oh, that must be so hard.
My mom had to go into a hospital because it was beyond the family's ability to care for her.
Hard, right? That it makes you think about the people whose parents have Alzheimer's and they have to take care of their parents.
Yeah, she had dementia.
Alzheimer's. How hard would that be, right? You gotta admire people that, sacrifice their lives, at those prime years to take care of the ones that took care of them when they were babies, right?
So William's mother lived a good long life too.
94? Did he say? Yeah, 94. William's mom.
Yeah. Oh, lots of good genes. Everybody's gonna imagine all the stories.
Look,
that's when I think of that, I think of how many stories you can tell or they could tell.
Owen is 60 and his mom's still alive.
Yeah, that's not that old. 60?
No, that's not, because lots of women had babies at like 16, 17.
60 is the new 40.
Yeah.
Like gray is the new black.
I think my grandpa was 92, but everybody else in my family was like in their 40s when they're passed. Like, I'm like the oldest one so far. My aunt is still alive too. Yeah, but she's only 6 years older than I am, right? But yeah, my grandpa drank lots. He said that he was living to be that old because he ate a can of stewed tomatoes and drank a 2-4 beer every single day. How can anybody drink
what is that?
2-4 beer?
24 ounces?
24 bottles.
24 bottles?
24 bottles. My grandpa
that's a case, right?
I think a case is 12 bottles.
2 cases a day? All right.
But they have a 24 pack where you get 24 bottles in a case, and he would drink all of them. Like I was caretaking at the time. an apartment block, and the bar, because my dad was sick, right? So he couldn't take my grandpa because my grandpa was an alcoholic and was mean to my dad when he was drunk, right? So my dad's heart couldn't take that. So my dad asked me if I would let my grandpa come and caretake with me. And so, of course, grandpa can come and stay with me. But grandpa was such an alcoholic, right? And we lived right down the back alley from a bar. And he would bring these bikers and stuff home and make me at 2:00 in the morning cook dinner for them. Like all these drunk bikers. And then sometimes I would go down to the furnace room to get the vacuum cleaner to vacuum the hallways. And there would be like biker people and hobo people sleeping in the laundry room. And my grandpa would say, I know what it's like to live in a bus shack, Cindy. I couldn't say no to them. And like he wouldn't even tell me. I would just be surprised by these people when I opened up the door and I like had my mini heart attacks, right? Okay. Because he became like the Humane Society for anybody who needed somewhere to stay when he went to the bars. Yeah, that didn't last long. Because what would happen is people would pay their rent and my grandpa would take that money and he would spend it. Yeah, he would drink it and then he would try and make up with it when his pension came in. And he would try and make up the money. And he lost me that job. Yeah, caretaking is an amazing position for people who are seniors or people who are, need a little bit extra money, because they're tight on the budgets and stuff. Like, and you don't have to be super handy dandy, right? You just have to be dependable that you can take the money and not spend it and report repairs and stuff that need to be done. Yeah, I didn't think that. Oh, and Owen's pictures doesn't look like he's 60, so they must be old pictures.
Andrew and Owen. Yeah. I was adopted when I was 11 hours old. And it just so happens that my birth mother and my adoptive mother both passed 3 months to the day of each other 3 years ago. So
you said there were lots of coincidences like that too, right?
Yeah. It would be
your
really
husband
nice
and your boyfriend, your first boyfriend?
Oh no, my last boyfriend before I moved away from my hometown died the same night that my son's father, who I met when I moved to Los Angeles. And so my last West Virginia relationship passed on the same night as my first California relationship.
Yeah, that it seems tied somehow,
like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, like that's coincidence. Like when things like that happen, there's some kind of tie, some kind of thing. Yeah, I saw your pictures, right? There were some family pictures that you had there, and I saw a picture of you, Owen. I think it was maybe your daughters or something that I saw a picture of, and some kids, right? Maybe your grandkids that I saw. I don't know.
William wants to come to Canada and visit you, Cindy.
Well, of course, William. You got to get your passport.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah, you just as long as you have some money for some souvenirs.
I think the first thing I said to Cindy when I came through the doors was, they almost didn't let me into the country because I'm poor. So yeah, if I can come here on a shoestring and have such a amazing time.
I hope you have a good time while you're here, Sharon.
William, for sure.
Yeah, and for sure, because then you're welcome to stay with me, and I'll show you around, and we can have a good chit chat and stuff. Yeah, because we've been having some really good conversations. She's helping me with my founding story, right? Because I need a little short 2-sentence one, and then I needed.
I thought it said one. Did it say? I thought
one
it said
sentence.
One sentence.
Okay, one sentence.
That's a lot to put in a sentence.
Yeah, so I have to be able to explain what I do in one
story.
sentence. And I hope I'm ready now because I've changed so much, like so many things, but I'm pretty positive now that I can do my founding story because I'm pretty certain that I know where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, where it's supposed to go. Because before I couldn't do a founding story because I kept switching everything up. Like, how can you do a founding story? Yeah. So the founding story will be where I started
That's
to where I am now, right? And then
yeah.
why I do it. And it
Founding.
wants lots of emotion put in because we all
That
know
will be hard.
Cindy goes for the heart, right? I try to anyway.
Yes, William. That's true.
Oh, William. Oh, yes, I remember William saying that he was adopted.
I was actually. It's odd. In my birth family, I'm the youngest of 10. On my birth mother's side, I'm the youngest of 10. My birth father's side, I'm the oldest of 3. And my adoptive family, I was an only child. So I'm the youngest, the oldest, and the only one simultaneously, which is pretty hard to accomplish. And I had nothing to do with any of it. It happened with whether I wanted it to or not. But I'm actually I love all my families, but there were times when I wished, things would have been different. But looking back on it now, if I would have stayed, if things wouldn't have played out the way they did, none of this would have happened. So
yeah, it's all tied together, right?
That's the way it was supposed to be.
It's the way it was supposed to happen. Yeah, you were supposed to make it here, Sharon. Yeah, I have no idea why, but we're gonna find out.
Andrew, when I hear,
maybe we won't find out.
When I hear middle child, I think of the Brady Bunch. Marsha.
Oh.
It's all about Marsha.
Was she the middle child?
It was, what's her name? The middle one.
The one with the braids?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she had braids. The skinny one.
Marsha, Cindy, and Jan.
Okay.
Jan was always complaining because the older girl got all the attention. Marsha was the prima donna, and Cindy was the baby. So
Yes. Oh, William, awesome. That would be awesome. When you're ready to make some plans, you get a hold of me, William.
We're going to go see one of those the old prairie churches.
Oh, right. When we go for our fall supper,
right,
next week. We're going on the 15th, I think. Oh,
would you be Peter, Andrew? It was Bobby that in real life is a race car driver. I'm not sure what Peter does, but Sheena has no idea what we're talking about. And those Brady Bunch kids, our parents used to put us in front of the TV with some candy and say, "Shut up and watch the Brady Bunch."
Yeah, I was just about the Saturday cartoons, and then Young and the Restless.
I love the cartoons.
Yeah, Young and the Restless when that started, and then there was always a movie at 3:00 right after school.
The after school special.
Yeah, and I would run home so I could watch the movie right after school. I think it started at 3:30 or something, right after Edge of Darkness. Is that what
the Edge of Night?
Edge of Night. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, and actually, me and Sharon were actually talking about that too by maybe doing a group thing.
A meet and greet.
Yeah, a group thing. Like maybe I could rent a bus or something, and we could like do a tour thing. Like where we could do bed and breakfasts in different places inside the province and stuff. Right? Oh, Dark Shadows.
Oh, I was little. I was really small, but me and my mom loved Dark Shadows. We farmed this and all that. I love the old vampire stories. I told you
she likes the
horror.
I
love the ghost stories.
I used to like the horror movies. Did you ever see The Changeling with George C. Scott?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that was like the scariest movie. Like even now, I think it's one of the scariest. If you haven't seen The Changeling with George C. Scott, like go find it on YouTube. It's like so scary. Such a good ghost story. Yeah, I love a good ghost story. But like I said, I don't watch TV. It's been forever since I watched any TV.
Andrew, I watched Dark Shadows recently on online and noticed so many things about it that I did. Like when I was a kid, I didn't notice all the flubs and how their budget was so low they would just have to keep shooting, and you could hear all kind you could hear like the prop men dropping stuff at backstage while they're like filming, and everything was live. They'd make a mistake, they would just have to keep going, and the acting was so bad, but the atmosphere was so foreboding and scary that it didn't matter.
But they did the same thing like Batman.
It was camp, but that's what made it so cool. So yeah, I'm a Dark Shadows person too.
Yeah, I go back those 70s. What was that show with the elevator in the department store, the English one? And it was the lady, she was the weak lady, and then there was the manager.
It's a Twilight Zone episode. The with the mannequins. Is that the one you're?
No, it was a television. It was a series on TV. Great Britain, like an English series, and they were
they lived in
in the department store.
Served? Are you being served?
Yes, that's Are You Being Served?
My son loves that show.
I do. I kind of like it too. And it had the gay guy, right, who worked the glove compartment.
Yeah, he's a famous he's a famous British actor. He's passed now, I think, but yeah.
You know, I never liked British movies, but British movies were so good with sound, with music. They could make a boring, scary movie, like a horror movie, and it'd be like the worst horror movie ever, but it would have the most spookiest, scariest music that they could just entertain you with the music. The English were really good at picking music to movies, but yeah, they didn't know a good horror movie if it hit them in the face.
Some of the stuff we used to do, people said could have been used as horror soundtracks. The music we used to make, my friends and I.
Oh, really?
One of the bands I used to be in, yeah.
I always thought that song, Hotel California, would have made the best horror movie ever. And I always saw Angelina Jolie as the main character, as the woman in the house, right? When she greets him at the door.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? You can leave whatever you want, but don't think you. Oh no.
You can check out anytime you like,
but you can never leave. Yeah.
Right up the street from me, there's like it's like a residential. It's like a low-income residential hotel where I live, and it's not Hotel California, but it's called California Hotel.
And it would have that
every time I see that, I think of that song.
But I always thought that would make like the scariest movie, right? It would be kind of like The Shining, kind of like how it goes back in the past in the hotel, because it's right, because that's what they're talking about.
That would work.
Yeah, I thought it would make an awesome horror movie.
The Haunting, Wuthering Heights.
The Haunting was a good movie. Wuthering Heights, I love Wuthering Heights. Oh. I'm not big on romances, but Wuthering Heights was a good one. Yeah. Was that the one with Pippin? No. Yeah. Oh, that was Great Expectations. That was a good movie, Great Expectations. I think it was written by the same people who did Wuthering Heights. I'm not 100% positive, but I think it was.
Peter Cushing. Oh, I just saw, what was it? Speaking of British horror, what was it? Christopher Lee. Right before I left, what was it? Dracula AD 1972 and Dracula Returns from the Grave. I think we're playing back to back before I left, so I hadn't seen those in a while.
And Twilight Zone. I love Twilight Zone. Did you love Twilight Zone? Who didn't love Twilight Zone? A quick 15-minute. Or no, they would be 3 stories, right? In a span of a half an hour, 10 minutes each or something. No,
that was the Night Gallery.
What's that?
The Night Gallery. They would show several different vignettes. Haunts of the Very Rich is like Hotel California, Andrew said. And then the real movie, Twilight Zone. They're in hell. That's like Sartre, the No Exit, the play. Everyone's sitting around in a room, and it takes them a while, but then they realize that is hell. Is just being in that waiting room, and they can't leave, and they're just there.
Do you believe in hell?
Not really.
I think
I
hell is
don't know.
probably where we put ourselves, I
I
think.
think it's our own. Everybody has. If there is one, it's what we make it for ourselves. I don't think there's like a place that's hell, but many people believe there is, and
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, that's the prerogative.
that's their choice.
Yeah.
Ghost Story. Oh yes,
Ghost
yes.
story.
Hosted by Sebastian Cabot. Andrew, I actually watched a couple of months ago on YouTube. I watched almost like 10 or 15 episodes of Ghost Story. Someone posted them on YouTube, and that's what every night before I'd go to bed, I'd watch an episode of Ghost Story. And I didn't remember that from when I was a kid, so it was pretty cool to see them.
William likes Mickey Mouse. I have a vintage Mickey Mouse watch. William, contact me, and then I'll throw it in an envelope and mail it off to you. It's an old one. It's a bubble, like the one that had the bubble on it.
My dead best friend Mikey gave me his childhood Mickey Mouse watch.
They're worth a lot.
And
of money.
I wore that thing out. I wore it until the old
Did you
60s
keep it?
leather band fell apart. And it stopped working. I still have a watch. It doesn't run anymore.
It doesn't matter.
I saved it because it was my best friend's.
And it's going to be worth some
It's a
money. You
gift
give it
from
to your
him.
son, and your son will probably sell
He
Those
was
Mickey Mouse watches are worth a lot of money, like a lot of money.
All my children?
Do they still have that soap opera?
I don't know.
I see. Like I said,
My mom was big on soaps, and like my aunt, but I never was. Yeah,
My sister's like Young
Dark
and the
Shadows
Restless.
was as far as I got into the soap operas
I liked Young and the Restless,
because they were.
but I can't keep up on it, right? These are all my notifications from channels that I watch. TubeBuddy is just posting a video right now. But yeah, they're all just.
I agree, Jennifer. Peter Cushing was.
Where's Jennifer? Jennifer. Oh.
He was a monster of an actor.
Oh, Charles Dickens. Okay, that's the one with Pippin, right? Jennifer. Yeah, I love that movie. The black and white, Great Expectations, and then the lady whose husband left her on her wedding day, and she lived her whole life in the reception room with the wedding cake that the rats had eaten, and she was wearing her wedding dress, and she was a little old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie?
That's a Dickens story.
Yeah, I remember that one. I had a first edition Dickens book, and when my mother passed away, they were supposed to come to me, but when I went to get the books, there was only one book, which is this book, the etiquette book, but the Dickens book was missing, so I don't know. Somebody got it, and yeah, it probably got sold on eBay, but it had all kinds of prints, like with that rice paper over it to protect it and everything. It was a very old book. It would have been worth a ton of money, but it just disappeared. Yeah, it was a first edition. David Copperfield, and that was a Dickens book too, right?
Me too, Jennifer. I worshipped Elizabeth Montgomery when I was a little girl. Bewitched was I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to be her. I would twitch my nose.
Can you try? I couldn't. I would try, but I could never do it. I could do the Spock one.
I tried to do it. Oh, you can do Spock? Yeah.
I not very good.
I could do the Vulcan greeting with my left hand, but I can't do it with my right hand.
Here we go.
I don't know what that has something to do with the right and left sides of your brain telling your body what to do. But
I broke my baby finger like 5 times a couple of years ago. I broke it 5 times. It's just so crooked now.
Oh, by the way, there is no topic to this live tonight.
No, it isn't, because
You
I
haven't
promised.
noticed yet.
Yeah, we promised that Wednesday we would go live because her plane didn't come in on Sunday, right? We were going to go live on Sunday.
You didn't tell me until 10 minutes before, though.
I mentioned it to you a couple of days ago. I said Wednesday we're going to go live. No, okay.
You told me 10 till 7. We're going to go live on it.
And she goes, it's 7 o'clock already. And I go, no, not for 8 minutes.
I was looking at the clock on the table. Elizabeth Montgomery's face was a song by a band called The Embarrassment in the 80s. That was one of my favorite songs because it talked about Bewitched and Elizabeth Montgomery's face and how beautiful she had been.
Oh, okay.
It's a silly song, but it was cool too.
I didn't even know what her name was.
Yeah, she was she did
Just private message me, William.
Zones and maybe Outer Limits when she was really young in her career. And so did Agnes Moorehead, the woman that played her mother in Dora on Bewitched. They did a lot of the early black and white Outer Limits Twilight Zone TV episodes too. So
I did the Believe It or Not. That's pretty close to horror, isn't it? Believe It or Not.
Believe It or Not. Oh
yeah, the comic books. I taught myself to read by comic books. Oh yeah, I was reading by 3 years old fluently. And it seems to be quite common that people learn from comic books, right? You give your kids and grandkids comic books.
I still read comic books.
Yeah.
I still buy. I'm not a Marvel comic. I read and buy graphic novels and underground comics. I like weird stuff.
Underground comics. Those are like the
Robert Crumb kind of
the
artists.
brothers. Oh, they were
the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers.
Yeah, the Freak Brothers. I remember
and
them.
Fat Freddy's cat.
Fat Freddy's cat. I did a cartoon. I call it Cindy's Fat Cat. I did a cartoon just like their cartoon because I had a cat just like him. Yeah. And this cat, my friends.
He sees what I left in his shoes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fat Freddy's cat was an evil little stinker. It's funny though.
Bette Davis was from Massachusetts. People in Massachusetts have accents, don't they? Maybe she hid her accent or she practiced.
Actresses can.
Yeah, they train themselves not to have their accent show, right?
There is, I think, I'm not sure if it's Twilight Zone or Outer Limits. Somebody maybe out there might know that an episode that Agnes Moorehead starred in. The whole episode, it was about aliens, alien invasion or something. The whole episode is done. She never speaks a word of dialogue in the entire episode. The only sound she makes is like moaning or crying or something. And it's amazing. You could do I love that episode.
Williams talking about I Dream a Genie and how much he loved.
Genie, I dream a genie.
I had a boat. When my mother passed away, I made a little bit of money. Well, made a little bit of money. I inherited a little bit of money and I invested that money. That's when I started to go off and do adventuring and stuff. And I bought a boat. I bought a 16-foot Misty River with a 90 horsepower motor on it. And I got my boat license and everything. I was so proud.
You were a boater?
I don't know why. See, I kind of got in my head that when my mom passed that I wasn't going to waste my life anymore. And then I got it into my head that I wanted a boat. But when the money came in, I took it as my opportunity to get my boat. I got my boat. I got my license, but my brother-in-law also got his license. And so when we go out boating, he always got to be captain, right? So it wasn't like I paid for the boat.
I want to be captain too.
Right? So, so I said, well, forget this. And then I sold the boat.
There's your pet fly.
Oh, my pet flies are still alive, everybody. My pet flies are still alive. I almost got rid of them. I almost took that squirty thing and gave them a good squirt.
Wait till you learn how they eat, and you might not want them flying around your house.
I know, but I just can't bring myself to just do them in like that, right? You know, like I'm just looking here to see if I can find that picture of my boat, right? That should be
Boris Karloff Presents. I've also watched some of those on YouTube. And we have one step beyond. We have like a DVD set of those at home.
Of what?
One Step Beyond.
Honeymooners, good one, William.
Agnes Moorehead was from Quincy, Massachusetts, and Betty Davis was from Lowell. Okay. I remember the Honeymooners. One of these days, Alice. One of these days. Now it was before my time, but I've always liked oldie stuff. Even when I was a little kid, I watched old black and whites and stuff. More than him, I liked, what's his name? Art Carney. Art Carney was my favorite.
Okay, yeah.
He was my favorite
puppet,
honeymoon.
right? He's the puppet guy? Oh no,
No,
he's
he
not
was
the
a
old
comedian.
his friend, the neighbor.
Yeah, he was his neighbor. Right.
I thought Twilight Zone and The Outer Limits were the same show.
No.
They weren't, eh? I just thought that it was like a spin-off.
They had a similar format, and they both started out as black and whites. I think The Outer Limits stayed with the black and white, and then the Twilight Zone carried through into colored TV. And then they also had a remake of like the later generation Twilight Zone.
Was Wizard of Oz the first color movie? Because it was started off halfway black and white, and then it turned into color.
No, that was done by that was a production decision. There was already colored TV. They had the beginning black and white to represent Kansas and the prairie and her
dreary, hard life,
banal existence before she got to
And
the
then-
beautiful land of Oz.
Right.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what the first color movie was? Maybe.
Norton. There you go. Oh, and that's right.
Hey Google, what was the first color movie ever made?
Becky
Here's
Sharp.
information from Wikipedia.
Andrew's faster than Google.
1918? They did. Prismacolor, first feature film shot in Prismacolor, 1918. That is early.
What's the name of it though?
Our Navy.
Huh.
Does anybody remember 1918? That wouldn't have even
I don't
had.
think any of us would remember.
It wouldn't
that.
even have had sound. Feature length. So the Broadway Melody was the first one that is technically considered. 1929. The Broadway Melody. Good.
Remember, they used to have those filters that you would put on your TV where like the bottom half was green and the top half was blue. So that was supposed to be the grass and the sky. And that was the first colored TV. But if you like flipped it over, you'd be living in an
Remember
alternate
when they did?
universe.
They did
I saw
that.
those on Happy Days once.
They colored in The Man in the Moon. Remember that short black and white movie with the moon? The Man in the Moon, remember? And they did a coloring of it.
Oh, that
And it had the
really that
witches.
psychedelic.
Yeah, it was really psychedelic. It was like
that was I think a French filmmaker. That
Wow,
was some
you're right.
really
Holy cow! I can't remember that.
some
can't believe I
really
remember that.
bizarre stuff he did. It was
It was a lot of fantasy. It was a lot of
Don't
fantasy.
understand.
Yeah, but you're right though. It was French.
and the house that moved this way and that and threw the little people all.
It was really
sideways.
well done because they had special effects on it and everything. Like, remember there was a plane that would have went over the moon.
Yeah, like a rocket ship.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Lots of fantasy and a lot of I don't know what would that be like during the Art Nouveau period or Art Deco, I guess.
He's saying in 1918, Lon Chaney had a colored
Phantom of the
scene
Opera.
in Phantom of the Opera.
Right. That's right.
That was a good movie. I love Lon Chaney was one of my favorite. The Man of 1,000 Faces. You remember that one? And The Hunchback of Notre Dame, right? He did that one too. He was a great actor. He did bad guys and he did horror films, right?
Right. And the color scene in Phantom of the Opera I think I remember that because of the woman's dress was so intricate.
Oh, 1925.
And then there was what?
The Conjuring, Jennifer. That was a good one.
Cover file. The Conjuring. I've seen it. But I didn't see it until just last year.
I had the Farrah Fawcett hair.
What is my favorite show, William? What is my favorite show? And I was Charlie's Angels. Do you mean favorite show ever? Favorite show oldies or favorite show contemporary?
It's hard to say, right?
Because that's a big question.
Yeah, because me as a small kid, it would have been Little House on the Prairie. I was all about Little House on the Prairie. Michael Landon.
When I was little, I loved Land of the Giants. When I was
Lost in Space.
I watched Lost in Space. I like H.R. Puff and stuff.
Oh, I like that too.
And Lidsville, the Land of Living Hats. But my favorite show now. I'm a big Trek head. I like all the Star Trek series.
But you said you just started watching something too that you took an interest in that was different for you. What was it? Oh, somebody on YouTube you were watching.
I've been watching those Exploring Abandoned Mines videos, which is something I never thought I'd be interested in. But
Exploring
it's
Abandoned
fascinating.
Mines. Yeah, I told her there's a reason why she's finding it so interesting. She's going to meet somebody who's going to need that information, and she's going to know exactly what the answers are. Yeah,
I used to watch Tales from the Dark Side, William. And I'm still thinking about what my favorite show is.
Mine are all.
Oh, the X-Files, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I never liked those either, I don't think.
The X-Files, all the Star Treks. I
always do the figure skating, the competitions. That's what I would watch.
Yeah.
I'm more of a documentary. I like learning stuff. All the stuff that I enjoy on TV would have been, it wasn't sports, that's for sure. Besides the figure skating, I did absolutely nothing with sports.
I'm real big on documentaries. I'm real big on sci-fi. I'm real big on horror. But I don't care that much for the slasher horror or the college kids go on vacation in the woods and get hacked.
The Chop movies.
Yeah,
those Chop. They were there was not even any story. It just goes from one victim to another.
It has to have some kind of meaningful plot, or it has to go somewhere, or it doesn't interest me that much.
Yeah, it's got to have some kind of depth to be interesting, right? Oh, but then there were so many things that we watched and it didn't teach us, like A Christmas Story. I love that movie, Christmas Story. I could watch that one every week and be perfectly entertained by it.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets her wings.
That's my sister's favorite story. It's a Wonderful Life is her favorite.
Well, that's
her
not
favorite
a Christmas
movie.
Story. That's A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, that's Jimmy Stewart. That was my sister's favorite movie. Christmas movie.
My favorite old, black and white, Frank Sinatra and the Man with the Golden Arm, and Freaks, the movie Freaks.
I loved anything with Lucille Ball.
Those are movies. Those aren't TV shows.
But Lucille Ball was a famous actress. I liked her as an actress long before I even liked her when she was on her comedy shows.
I loved Lucy.
Yeah.
So much that I named one of my cat after her.
Oh.
But, yeah. William, you're a puppy.
Yeah.
73.
1973. Yeah. I think you're probably the baby in our crew. Yeah, I'd be curious to know who the youngest one is in our crew, right? Because we have the regular crew, and then we get one or two people that come on every week that it just slowly builds up, right? Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. I'm looking at the thumbs up, and give me the thumbs up before you leave. I keep forgetting to ask, people to thumbs up my channel, right? But we didn't really have, see, they're giving me the thumbs up. See, all you gotta do is ask, right? All you gotta do
the
is ask.
thumb and the finger.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I deserve the finger.
No.
Oh,
Oh, I'm still thinking.
Anthony Quinn. Oh, I loved Anthony Quinn.
Wasn't he? Didn't he get knighted? Is he Sir Anthony Quinn now?
I don't.
Or
Is he can't be alive.
Well, before he died.
Yeah.
You met him. Wow.
Yeah, he was a guy's guy, right? Very masculine, that guy. Yeah. How long would we go? We've been going for an hour and a half. We'll go for a few more minutes. Have you had supper yet? Did you have supper for dinner?
No,
I don't know. We were nitpicking. We had chicken yesterday. I think we had chicken
I
yesterday.
had a banana.
Yeah, so we just kind of taking care of ourselves because I'm dieting and stuff too, right? So, and she's not a big meat eater, and because I'm doing lots of meat, yeah. So, yeah, you don't eat much meat at all, do you?
Maybe some.
Yeah, I don't. I eat processed meat that doesn't look like meat. That's what I like, right? Or white meat. But I got cranberries. Maybe we can have turkey sandwiches or something tomorrow. Oh, on your bagel. Bagel? Have a turkey sandwich. That would be nice. Yeah. But we're not up to anything tonight. We went out for a little drive. Tomorrow we're going to go for the big drive. Sharon's going to fill up the gas tank for tomorrow's Explore. So that's really good. And then there's probably going to be a little bit left over so we can go off and do a little bit of exploring. We've got the largest urban forest in Western Canada is in the city. Oh, in North America. It's the largest urban forest in North America. And I know Central Park is Central Park's considered an urban forest, I think. No, maybe not.
I don't know. Oh, I did remember contemporary. Some of my favorite shows are actually on public television now. I like Pole Dark, I think, which takes place in Cornwall, and that's why I like it a lot. I like the Doc Martin and Father Brown and I watch more like KQED and public television PBS than I watch regular TV.
Yeah.
I don't even have cable. I just I watch most of my stuff online now. But
TV is obsolete. TV is going to be gone soon.
I don't need. Why pay for cable if I can, I don't want to sit in front of the TV all day. So
I don't even have a TV. Did you notice I didn't have a TV?
I certainly did.
Oh,
yeah.
You did notice?
I have my mom's old TV. I've never bought a TV in my life. Well, I've bought 2 TVs, and I gave one as a gift to my son and one as a gift to my mom. So I've the only TVs I've ever had someone's given me.
Yeah,
of my own.
It's been a couple of years for me. I
still watch it sometimes.
I don't know. You can watch whatever you want online, right? You can pull
That's
up.
why I had a hard time thinking of shows that I like, the contemporary shows.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna call it a night. I promised Wednesday that we were gonna pop online and say hi. Oh, Hawaii 5-0, that was another good one. Yeah, like see everybody chirped up when they said Hawaii 5-0. Yeah, I liked Hawaii 5-0.
I want to go to Hawaii. There's a pal Hawaiian Tours. I forget his name, but he has a YouTube channel, and I was telling her that recently, I don't know, maybe this time last year, they had a big volcano erupt there, and he followed like the whole thing on YouTube and documented it for history, and that's how I discovered his channel. I started watching it because of the volcano, and that's how I meet so many different people. It's just weird how YouTube does that. It brings all these.
She likes Adam of the Woo, but she's ticked off that he's just doing Disneyland now.
I used to watch him. Agreed. I'm not ticked off, but I used to watch him more than I do now, and now And I watched The Carpetbagger, and I watched Exploring Alabama, and I watched Exploring Abandoned Mines.
Those were all the channels I watched, all of them.
And I watched PrairieDodgers.
Yeah.
And anything that catches my eye. Yeah, lots of documentaries, lots of history, lots of ancient history and archaeology and lots of European history. So
You got room.
I'm all over
here.
the place.
Yeah, I've got some amazing books down there if you like ancient history, like Mesopotamia.
Yes.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some books. You can take them home with you if you can fit them into your suitcase. But yeah, they're heavy.
I'm not a sports nut, but I did go to an A's game last week and we won. So go A's, I guess. It's baseball. My son is a big baseball fan. That's why. If I want to spend time with him, I have to go to the game. So even though I'm not that team sports oriented,
Oh yeah,
It's
well,
always
he's got
nice.
all excited as soon as you mentioned sports. Yeah, he
Uh-huh.
likes the sports. Yeah, not a sports girl. Nothing. My figure skating, and I like watching the Olympic games, like the Winter Games. I really like watching the Olympic.
I used to like to watch the gymnastics, and I used to like to watch the hockey players fight.
Oh yeah.
But that was like the biggest thing. in my
Because it's
sport.
war. It's like between the Russians, the Americans, and the
And I was-
Canadians, right? And Finland. Finland.
Because I
does
was
good
never
too.
on any teams. I was in the band and the choir, and I was dancing and stuff like that, and acting, and so I was more drama, performance theater oriented. So you couldn't do that and be on the ball teams. You could only have so many electives. So when I was growing up,
I was just
That was the path I
exploring. I was outside. Like I get home from school, I watch that 3:00 movie, eat my dinner real fast, and I would be outside, and I was allowed to stay out as late as I wanted.
leave
But
it
the
to
moment
be-
I got home, I was in my room. But I was
Right.
allowed to stay out. But yeah, I was always outside. It was always the outdoors for me.
You were exploring, not playing ball.
Yeah, I was always exploring.
I
always
was marching. I was marching in the band.
Yeah, I was never.
I was a BJ. Leave it to Beaver. Ward, we're worried about the Beaver.
Eli Manning better get it together. Oh, I guess that's sports people,
Yes.
football players and stuff. Not Leave It to Beaver. That's an old one. I don't even remember that one. Two brothers and a dad, I think.
Yeah, that was a family. That was one of those family shows with the two sons and Eddie Haskell. Was he the bad kid? I guess. Yeah, that's an oldie. See, it's so cool how it brings people together like that.
Isn't it amazing? Don't we just have
We
a
just
great-
sit here and watch you guys.
Yeah,
play.
I just
It's not
we
very
just sit here-
entertaining for you, but it is for us.
No, it's
I mean, for us to
entertaining.
just watch them talk. I mean,
No, but they're listening to us at the same time while they're having conversations
That's
with
true.
each other,
that's
right?
true.
And then every once in a while, their ears will peak if it pertains to them, right?
Agreed.
Yeah, but William, you get a hold of me. Owen, you too, right? Like, yeah, let's have some chit chats, and like I said, yeah, we should put something together that maybe we could do some kind of trip and try and get the price down so that lots of people could go on it. Yeah, because obviously not all of us can go on these big trips, but if we can try and keep the price down.
William, I don't dislike football. Now, I was much more involved in football when I was in school because I was in the band and we had to play all the halftime shows and on the sidelines. We were in a show band, so I played clarinet and I was a majorette when I was a kid. But as for football now, I don't know when the last time I was in a football game.
I was drama class.
Yes.
I had teachers, I think, that were trying to bring me out of myself, right? The last, because it was only the last couple of years of high school that I actually found myself that I was able to, be more myself, right? But yeah, it was drama. Drama pulled it out of me.
Yeah, I was singing, dancing, acting.
Ooh, message for review. Woohoo.
Somebody said something bad. I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wasn't he our governor for a while?
Oh, see? Yeah, I think Andrew's on those, like he's approving stuff. He takes care of all that
Thank
stuff.
you,
Or
Andrew.
Owen. It could have been
I know
Owen
it.
too. Yeah, it could have been Owen. Yeah, somebody approved it.
The Terminator. Yeah, I have actually a cat toy that is called the Governator, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, my cat likes to
Was he a good
chew on
governor?
it.
Did he do a good job?
No comment.
Oh, so I take
I
it.
think he's a better actor than a politician.
But there were like
But that's
President Reynolds, President Reagan.
Reagan.
He was an actor, and he supposedly,
I don't know how to be a moderator either.
Was he
I don't
good?
wield my hammer well, or whatever that thing is we get.
You don't
Shovel.
You don't handle anybody down?
I don't know how either.
Nancy's right on top.
Oh,
Nancy's
it's
on. Yeah, Nancy's just like chopping heads.
It's a wrench. That's what it is. It's not a hammer.
Yeah.
It's not a gavel. It's not a shovel. It's a wrench.
Everybody on my channel's pretty much a moderator.
I read somewhere how to do it, but then I forgot, and so I never in the moment I never had a chance to put my wrench down on someone as a moderator.
Let's see if he notices. See if he notices. Yeah. Or you might have to get an email or something first. Did you have to get an email first?
No, I was just watching and commenting along, and next thing I knew, there was a wrench beside my name.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
What's that mean?" I'm special. I have a new tool in my toolbox. That's what I thought. Great.
Don't give your phone numbers out in the comments though, okay? Because those comments are going to stay up, and I would hate for that private information to get into the wrong hands. But if you go into Facebook and do it through Facebook, then you can private message each other, right? And then you don't have to worry about having your security compromised, right?
Yeah, because there's scary lurkers everywhere. And will steal your info or give you weird phone calls.
And I have a business. Yeah, I have a business email. So if you contact me, like it's safe too, right? So you can contact me through my business email if you want to chit chat, because I'm looking forward. Because me and William have been trying to chit chat here and there, but he gets busy and then I get busy. But let's call it a night. I've got hot dogs on. It's time for dinner. I'm chicken wieners. I never tried chicken wieners before, and I tasted one. It was pretty tasty. It tasted like a regular wiener. So I would think it would be healthy for you, and it would be, because it's not red meat, right? And it's not bits and bites, and mind you, it could be all chicken guts all mixed up with flour. You don't
pretty
know.
much. Well, what you don't know, you know.
Yeah, it tastes good. That's all I know. So I'm having chicken wieners tonight.
You have hot dogs, and I'll have my
she's
rice and beans.
she's having rice, because I made rice and beans with chicken, and I put the beans in the rice, and I didn't know, but I just figured, and I said, "Oh, Americans like beans," and she started laughing when she heard me say that. But I put the beans in the rice. So everybody, So everybody, have a great night. And we'll see you Sunday night, 7:30 Sunday night, everybody. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.